2022 Toyota RAV4 Review, unique variety for different tastes. While the hybrid and plug-in Prime sip gas, the Adventure and TRD Off-Road blaze a trail. Bland, one thing suits all products are old news. Variety and customization are the name of the game these days, and while the 2022 Toyota RAV4 is hardly a make-your-own, bespoke creation, it does offer an unmatched variety of models for different tastes and needs. There's the sporty SE and XSE Hybrids, for instance, and the more ruggedly capable Adventure and TRD Off-Road. It's also one of the rare compact SUVs that offers both hybrid and plug-in hybrid models. The latter is the 2022 Toyota RAV4 Prime, and it's terrific. Besides this variety, the RAV4 still delivers the nuts and bolts, practical requirements expected of this nameplate and the compact SUV class. Its interior space, usability, features and build quality are all above average. Fuel economy is exceptional, and the driving experience sets a nice balance between comfort and response. There's also the matter of Toyota's sterling reliability reputation and resale value. If there are areas where the RAV4's variety doesn't quite reach every corner, there its lack of a more invigorating engine upgrade, the Prime doesn't quite count, and an interior that never quite reaches a premium level in appearance unlike some rivals. The styling also won't be for everyone, but we say turning some people off is better than being bland for everyone. Interior and technology, passenger and cargo space, performance and fuel economy, what it's like to drive, pricing and features, crash ratings and safety features. What's new for 2022? There's a new trim level for 2022. The SE Hybrid effectively gives you the sportier chassis upgrades and styling of the XSE, but with a lower price and equipment level. Updates include a new headlamp design for all trim levels but the base plus new LED fog lights for the XLE Premium, LTD, Adventure and TRD Off-Road. The XSE Hybrid gains the vertical LED running lights of the XSE Prime. Other updates include a new locking glove box on all trims, a switch to USB-C ports in the underarm rest bin up front, an 8-way power passenger seat for the Limited, and a new color, Calvary Blue pictured above. What are the RAV4 interior and in-car technology like? Interior materials are acceptably average for the RAV4's compact crossover class, and much better than past generations. Fit and finish are excellent. That said, the RAV4 never achieves the near-luxury vibe of a top trim-level Hyundai Tucson, Nissan Rogue or Mazda CX-5. Genuine leather is not available, and the Softex vinyl that comes on up-level models isn't a convincing substitute. This could certainly be a problem on pricier trim levels, especially the Prime that can approach $50,000 with options. Nevertheless, we like the use of colorful trim pieces that differentiate the various models, preferring them to unconvincing fake wood or metal trim of rival SUVs. And if you are going for a more premium vibe, the Toyota Venza is basically just a fancier RAV4 hybrid. And the new Lexus NX is a fancier step beyond that. There are 3 sizes of touchscreen available, 7, 8 or 9 inches depending on trim level. They all sit high atop the dash, making them easy to see and reach. While we have not tested the smallest version, pictured above right, the 8 and 9-inch units share the same basic, easy-to-operate user interface. It's not the most modern in appearance nor quickest to operate, but many should appreciate its simplicity. Contributing to that is the inclusion of physical knobs and menu buttons. In-car storage is better than most with large and versatile cup holders, an easily accessed spot to store and charge your phone, an underarm rest bin and unique shelves built into the dash. In the cargo area, the floor is double-sided, one carpet, one easy-to-clean plastic, and the cargo cover can be hidden away below it. Neither is included with the RAV4 Prime, but we do like that it provides a spot for the cumbersome portable charge cord. It cleverly can be wrapped around a foam donut within the spare tire. Usually a plug-in vehicle resorts to a small briefcase-like bag that takes up cargo space. How big is the RAV4? The 2022 RAV4 is more distinctive in appearance and model variety compared to its drab predecessors, but it does mean it sacrifices a few inches here and some cubic feet there as a result. It's no longer quite as uber-sensible as chief rivals, the Honda CR-V and Subaru Forester. The roof is lower and passengers may find things a little confining as a result, especially with the optional sunroof. The RAV4 now feels an awful lot like a miniature 4Runner. Rear seat legroom is basically mid-pack, but full-sized adults and rear-facing child seats still fit comfortably enough. The car seat latch anchors are very easily accessed, but are only located in the outboard positions. The CR-V has one in the center. Cargo volume of 37.5 cubic feet with the back seats raised or 69.8 cubic feet with them folded is bigger and better than most compact crossovers, but also less than the CR-V and Tucson. This is largely the result of that lower roof and a more raked tailgate area, essentially space up in the greenhouse where you typically don't store stuff. As a result, we found the RAV4 and CR-V could basically hold the same amount of stuff. The Tucson is then just a bit better, but the RAV4 Hybrid has an advantage over both of its competitors' hybrids as it retains a spare tire. Now, it should be noted that the RAV4 Prime's large battery pack raises the floor and reduces cargo space as a result, and kills the spare, but many will not notice the volume difference. We would also be remiss if we didn't mention the RAV4's ample ground clearance, especially in the Adventure and TRD Off-Road trim levels, which contributes to it being one of the more capable compact SUVs off the beaten path. Only the Subaru Forester, and especially its new Wilderness model, and Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk have greater clearance than the off-road-oriented RAV4S. Even the lowest RAV4, the XSE Hybrid, still clears 8 inches, which is better than most. What are the RAV4 fuel economy and performance specs? The standard RAV4 powertrain is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder good for 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. That's above average for the segment, but acceleration doesn't wow, with a run from 0 to 60 miles per hour taking an estimated 8.1 seconds. An 8-speed automatic transmission and front-wheel drive are standard, while 2 all-wheel drive systems are optional depending on trim level. The first is a basic reactive system that sends power to the rear wheels in the event of slippage, whereas the second, available on the Adventure, TRD Off-Road and limited trim levels, more actively sends power around, including between the rear wheels to improve wet weather traction as well as dry road handling. It also includes off-road vehicle settings for mud and sand, rock and dirt and snow. EPA fuel economy estimates were not available for 2022 at the time of this writing, but we doubt they'd differ much from the final 21 ratings. A base, front-wheel drive RAV4 got 28 miles per gallon city, 35 miles per gallon highway and 30 miles per gallon combined. They're effectively the same with the SE and XSE's basic all-wheel drive system. The Adventure and TRD Off-Road only go down to 28 miles per gallon combined, and we managed 31.3 miles per gallon during a 700-mile road trip in the TRD Off-Road. The RAV4 Hybrid gets a different 2.5-liter engine along with 3 electric motors that combine to offer up 219 horsepower. The electric motor at the rear effectively gives the hybrid standard all-wheel drive. Its 0 to 60 estimate is 7.8 seconds, meaning the hybrid is not only a more fuel-efficient choice, but a higher performance one too, albeit barely. Fuel economy for every hybrid trim level is 41 miles per gallon city, 38 miles per gallon highway and 40 miles per gallon combined. That's exceptional for a compact SUV, but it's also effectively the same as what you'd get in other compact hybrid SUVs. Finally, there's the new RAV4 plug-in hybrid that has more powerful motors and a higher capacity battery pack. When fully charged, it yields 302 total system horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of 5.8 seconds and an EPA estimated range of 42 miles, more than most other PHEVs. Should you exhaust the all-electric range, it basically operates like the regular hybrid and returns similar fuel economy. So, the more you use its all-electric range, the more efficient it is. What's the RAV4 like to drive? The RAV4 isn't the boring, anonymous crossover it once was. It may not engage like a Mazda CX-5, but there is still an eagerness to its turn-in and a commendable poise through corners without sacrificing ride quality. The handling capability and steering feel of the various models also isn't vast, though the sport-tuned SE/XSE Hybrid, pictured above, and Prime models are certainly more adept at tackling a winding mountain road. Even the TRD Off-Road is a capable handler, although its all-terrain tires do create a lot of road noise. Really, the biggest difference comes down to powertrain choice. The base 4-cylinder looks good on paper, but in practice, it's merely acceptable for the segment and we found it a bit loud and buzzy. The hybrid actually improves this, as it adds that initial kick of electric power to smooth things out. Still, prolonged acceleration reveals the typical Toyota hybrid drone. Ultimately, both of these engines are about providing good fuel economy without a penalty for drivability. There's no throttle lag or unusual transmission programming, for instance. They succeed, but if you want more guts, you'll have to look elsewhere. Now, elsewhere could very well be the RAV4 Prime. It has 302 horsepower when the battery is fully charged and its acceleration is as strong and inspiring as its 0 to 60 time of 5.8 seconds would indicate. It genuinely feels like an electric car. However, that changes when that all-electric range is exhausted. Acceleration goes from inspiring to unremarkable. So, whether you're talking performance or fuel economy, it's best to keep the Prime charged. How much is the 2022 RAV4 price and what features are available? Pricing for the 2022 RAV4 starts at $27,740 for a front-wheel drive including the $1,215 destination charge. The RAV4 Hybrid list starts at $30,290, while the base Prime SE starts at $41,015. The latter is eligible for a $7,500 federal tax credit plus potential state credits. Standard equipment on the lot includes 17-inch steel wheels, LED headlights, roof rails, rear tinted glass, a full suite of accident avoidance tech, see safety section, adaptive cruise control, a height-adjustable driver seat, cloth upholstery, a 60/40 split reclining and folding back seat, a 7-inch touchscreen, one USB port, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Amazon Alexa integration, in-car Wi-Fi, satellite radio and a 6-speaker sound system. Besides increased equipment, the various trim levels also feature different styling, especially the SE and XSE Hybrids, Adventure, TRD Off-Road and Prime. You can find a breakdown of trim level features and local pricing here at Autoblog for the RAV4 2.5 trim levels, the RAV4 Hybrid and RAV4 Prime. All prices below include the $1,215 destination charge. For those trim levels that do not come standard with all-wheel drive, it is a $1,400 option. RAV4 LA, $27,740 XLE, $29,210 XLE Premium, $32,100 Adventure AWD, $33,995 TRD Off-Road AWD, $37,680 Limited, $36,240 RAV4 Hybrid LA, $30,290 XLE, $31,760 SE, $32,945 XLE Premium, $34,650 XSE, $36,270 Limited, $38,790 Prime SE, $41,015 XSE, $44,340. What are the RAV4 safety ratings and driver assistance features? Blind spot and rear cross traffic warning systems are optional on the LA trim level and standard on all others. A rear cross-traffic automatic braking system is standard on the Limited and optional on all trims but the LE. It was unclear at the time of this writing whether the SE Hybrid is equipped equally to the LE apart from its chassis and styling differences. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration gave the RAV4 5 out of 5 stars for overall and side crash protection, and 4 stars for frontal. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety named the 21 RAV4 a top safety pick for its good ratings in all crash tests but the newest, more stringent side crash test where it got a second best acceptable. A hodgepodge of headlight ratings could certainly change given the new for 2022 headlights, and indeed, the FS had not released a full array of scores for the 22 RAV4 at the time of this writing.